Gliding through actions in soft syncopation. Oh, yeah, it's direct elimination.
So,
welcome back.
Mo, thanks for joining us. We got a really cool guest for everyone today, Steven.
Yeah. This is going to be a fun interview. I'm excited for this one.
We have a 3-time Junior World Cup champion, a 2-time Junior Team World Champion, a 3-time NCAA First Team All-American, a 1-time NCAA champion, 2-time Olympian, 1-time Youth Olympian, Paris Olympics bronze medalist, 3-time African Zonal champion, 2-time Grand Prix bronze medalist, 3-time World Cup bronze medalist, and 1-time World Cup winner and current world #1 in men's epee, Mo El-Sayed.
Woo!
Thank you guys for having me today.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you for coming on.
It's a long resume.
Yeah, that was that's a beefy one.
You know, there's something we didn't mention.
Oh, well,
it doesn't take much recognition, I think. But in my junior teams, we did a streak for 2 years.
Not
winning
World Cup?
Yeah. We only lost one in the middle, in between. It was in Switzerland.
Damn.
But 2 whole season. That's where we
Two
won the
seasons
2
in the
World
final?
Champions. So everything. World Cups, World Championship.
Zonals.
Yeah, everything.
That's
we just
important.
lost one in between, but
Who'd you lose to?
I think maybe Kazakhstan. Yeah.
Really? Who was on their team?
I'm not sure. But because Mahmoud didn't fence with us, he had something going on in this competition. I think also someone else didn't fence with us.
It was like
So this was the only competition, you know?
Yeah, Mo and the children.
Yeah, but we were undefeated for two whole seasons.
That's a big
That's
huge
huge,
accomplishment. Even at the junior level, like you don't see teams doing that.
No,
and I think
yeah.
we saw the men's saber team that just won world championships,
Yeah,
won
they won it
4 years in a row.
Four,
Yeah.
That's crazy. But
Yeah.
still, 2 years of not losing anything except one is pretty big. And you guys you go to all the tournaments as well. So that's pretty crazy. And important to bring up here because all the accolades that we gave, other than the Junior World Cups one, were individual accolades. But you're clearly very proud of a team accolade there. And that's something many times people see the individual athlete, but teams is something that's really, really not talked about enough in fencing and how prideful it is to accomplish something as a team.
Yeah.
Gotta love team fencing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we'll get right into it. Same way we always do, sort of standard. We want to know who you are. We want to know why you're fencing, what the hell you're doing fencing,
Okay.
and just run through the story of how you picked it up and your younger days in fencing all the way up to today if you want. But we can just sort of go through the story and take deviations as we see. But yeah, take it away.
So I started fencing, I think, in a very, very young age. I even have a picture of me like sitting on the mask. I think I was like 3 years old, something like this. Yeah, with a saber. But like my dad is a coach, and you all know this. But they didn't force me to do the sport. But as I said, like I was like a baby going with them every day to the fencing practice, watching them. Also, Ahmed got into the sport, so I started like following them, you know. But I tried like so many other sports. I was a ping pong player. I was a swimmer, runner, tennis.
Any squash?
I think squash and tennis for me was. But sometimes I do squash with my friends. I'm good. Also, gymnastics. Yeah, I did so many other sports, and actually, like I was good at them. Like I remember in swimming, I was team A in my club. I was the fastest person in the team. But then at the end of the day, it's always fencing. I was winning the national competitions under like 11 years old when I was like 8 years old. So I felt like, oh, I'm good. Then I started like competing more and more, and I win more and more. So that's why I loved it.
Nice.
Well, we can definitely see the general athletic background when you fence, man. we say it like, obviously, #1 fencer in the world, but just, I think it's safe to say the most athletic on the circuit right now.
Oh, yeah. We fenced in a warm-up last week in Astana, And I was like, damn, Mo, I've seen it a lot of times, but I never actually fenced you. You're pretty fast. And he was like,
I think
this is a warm up, bro. That's not even super Mo yet. We were playing around, and that's when it hit me. In that
So
moment,
how was the difference when like you watch and you fenced it?
I think,
And that was keep a note. It was really a warm up.
No, I'm aware. I'm aware. No, but I think the thing that I didn't realize would be so fast was, and it's something that we see you do very, very well. I know we're deviating totally from what we usually do here.
We'll get there.
Mo's got a few things that he does extremely, extremely well, almost like signature moves. And one of them that I knew to expect, but I don't think I felt how fast it would be, is when you go up, drop to the foot, and then flush from there.
Yeah.
And I think you only did this maybe once in our warm up.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as that happened, I was like, oh, he is very fast. Because like you see it and but then in the bout, you don't actually think about it because you're thinking about the other conversation that's happening. There's so much. And that's, I think. Because
like you're focused in the moment, you know, like when you're fencing me, you don't think like, oh, like he go to his, you're just in the action.
Next time we fence, if it ever happens again, Mo, that's all I'm going to be thinking about. No, but seriously, it was very, very fast. And back to your story. Yeah, we can definitely tell you're a strong athlete. And I think that being exposed to all those sports at a young age probably helped you a lot.
A lot.
For fencing.
Yeah.
So,
and until now, like I still do all of them in my free time. Like my ping pong, like is it called like racket?
No, paddle.
Yeah, like my ping pong paddle, like is always in my fencing bag.
Really?
Yeah, always.
We should play some.
Like Astana, it was in my fencing.
Really? Oh, we love ping pong.
Yeah, I go on weekends. I play tennis with my friends. Yesterday I was playing soccer.
That's awesome.
I go swim twice a week, so mostly like. I do them all,
It's good. That's so healthy because it gives you stuff to do. Most fencers just do fencing. Yeah. So when they finish with that sport, they don't know what to do with their bodies, with their minds. It sounds like eventually, when that time eventually comes for you in 40 years, when you retire from senior men's Epee, you will have other stuff to do.
Yeah, a lot.
It's good. That's super healthy.
From saber speed to Epee patience, boils finesse.
Steven and I at Direct Elimination would just like to thank Pure USA for bringing this podcast to life with us. Without your support, we wouldn't be able to do what we do, and we definitely wouldn't be able to look as good as we do when we're on the strip. So thank you so much for supporting our project, and we'll keep making more.
You guys come to this podcast for genuine, unfiltered, unbiased opinions on fencing in the game. And Ari and I seek to deliver that. That's why we would never, ever try to sway you to buy certain equipment or purchase things from a certain brand. That's just not who we are. However, if you wanted, you can shop Pure USA anytime. Link in our bio.
Steven. If you're using Edge Advanced Grip Spray or the Advanced Grip System when you fence, let me tell you, your shoes aren't slipping anywhere. Not one bit. Buy Edge. Use code ALLIN, ALL-IN at checkout for a little discount. 23 years old, very young, already very accomplished, but there's still, at some point in your career, had to have been a moment where you went from enjoying the winning and having fun and all this stuff to realizing that you wanted more from the sport. You wanted to be the best. Maybe you were always wanting to be the best, but there's sometimes we have this transitional moment, and Steve and I call it the all-in moment, where you decide that this means more to you, that you want to get more out of it than what you're getting, and you buy in even more. So do you have any of those moments in your career?
Yeah, I think it was COVID. Yeah, because during COVID, I didn't go out of our house at all. I stayed there for really like 8, 9 months. Never went out. So I removed all the furniture from like the reception, or I don't know what you call it. Then I was starting like practicing every day, every single day. Not doing anything, just practicing, eating, sleeping, practicing, eating, sleeping. And I think this was the turning point in my career. Because this when the Olympic Games got like 1 year later, got delayed. So I think I was like, yes, maybe in like top 6 in Egypt in the senior Olympic team, but I wasn't like in the team. I wasn't even top 4. Like when I go fence with them, when I travel, just like a young kid with them, you know. And they have like the 4 people that always fence the team. So when this happened, when those 8 months came, I told you I was practicing every day, eating, sleeping. So when everyone came back to competitions, I think nationally, I dominated the seniors, juniors, national. I won everything, and I was number 1 in the ranking. That's when like, oh, they started like looking. They started like actually like become one of the essential persons in the Olympic team. And I remember going to my first World Cup. It was in, I think, Paris, Saint Mer, or no, it was Monal before, right?
Are
Yeah.
you talking about first one ever? Or?
No, first one for me. I think it was
Yeah,
2020, 2021.
2019.
Yeah,
Your first one,
2019.
I remember you made the
No,
second day.
2019.
We were
Yeah, I
watching
made
you.
second day, but I wasn't in the like Egyptian team. Even when
Yeah.
I did the 64, I didn't fence the team event second day. They told me I think they thought like it's one time
Well,
thing,
you were like
you know.
16, right?
In 2019, yeah, I was
Yeah.
16.
No, I remember that.
Yeah.
We were, because I hadn't watched you fence yet. And it was like
Yeah.
El-Sayed made day 2. I thought it was Ahmed.
Yeah.
And Ahmed did there. He made top 16.
He
there.
made it was only us.
Yeah, I know.
like,
But
two
so I
Egyptians.
was like, oh, Ahmed made day 2. And they're like, no. Another one. I was like, oh, his baby brother?
Now there's 2 of them.
I was like,
Now there is 3 of them.
I was like, what does he fence like? What does he fence like? And everyone's like, I don't know. He's a French grip. That was it. That's the. What does he
Yeah.
fence like? They just answered, he's a French grip. So
Yeah.
in that moment, I remember it just
Yeah,
out of nowhere.
think
you
I
appeared.
think I was so happy to be there. Like how I seen like every like fencer I used to, because every competition I used like to go on my phone, see like who's fencing, who's like, you know, who's winning, la la la. But then this was my first one. But when I came again after, I think it was Bern in Switzerland, and I made also 64. I started like doing every 64. This was like my turning point. I saw that like I can do something, you know. And also, like we had Faiz before. He used to go to the Olympics. He used to become like the best at the World Cups and stuff. But like before, if any Egyptian like reached the 64, like we were so happy.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
like we were so happy, everyone. And you know, like before I do this, I thought like it's so hard to be there, because like the amount of happiness we get when someone does this, like, oh, like he did something great. And at this point, like of how fencing was being treated from Egypt, and like the funding, and not people didn't like participate in every World Cup like we do now. So yeah, it was a great thing, and all respect to them. But when I went there and I started doing 64, sometimes 32, so yeah, like I thought, yeah, I can do something, you know? And especially like in juniors before, in 2018, I was like in the Youth Olympic Games, I top 4. And also in the juniors, like I do top 16, and I'm so happy about it. But when I went to seniors, I told you, yeah, I realized that I can do something, and being the best is just like a matter of time, you know? And that's when, like, as I told you, I became number 1 in the national ranking. Then, unfortunately, we didn't do it as a team event by only 1 point, 1 FIE point. We were number 17. We didn't do it by 1 FIE point. So any match, like, after you lose any match of like 5-6 or 7-8, any match would make us go to Tokyo as
or
a
even
team.
like 15 to 16 or
Anything,
Yeah.
any match in the whole season.
Mhm.
But we didn't make it. And I told you, after COVID, I was number 1. So that's when I made a zone competition, and I won. And yeah, I was so happy to be at Tokyo. So happy. I was 18 years old. And but I wasn't just going to participate. I think people in the Egyptian national team were like treating me like, oh, like you made it to the Olympic Games. You're like 18 years old. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Congrats. But inside of me, and also my dad believed in me. We wanted to do something, you know. I just didn't want to go. Oh, like I'm an Olympian, you know, at 18 years old. No, like I wanted to actually do something. So I think in COVID, this was like my turning point physically, mentally, and everything. Yeah.
Awesome. So you mentioned your dad now a couple times. It's come
Yeah.
up. I mean, obviously, you know,
Yeah.
as your coach. We've had a couple guests who have had a parent be their coach. We've had one guest who had their spouse be their coach. Can you touch on what you guys' relationship was like with coach student and how you sort of handled that dynamic? Just because we've heard so many different takes on it. Some
And
people,
we have an extra element here.
yeah,
There are three brothers.
Yeah,
All three brothers
well,
fence. All
of
three
course.
brothers coached by your father.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Three
Yeah, what's
brothers
the- what's
and
the-
a sister. We're four fences.
Oh my
and
gosh.
the sister, and you
There-
forgot
you're-
about the sister.
Oh my, that's actually
So-
I didn't even know you had a sister.
Yeah.
And she's also fencing, also
Yeah,
coached by your dad.
yeah.
So he's raising an El-Sayed army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you touch on like what's that family dynamic like, right?
Yeah.
Like what's it like, not just in the training, but outside of the training as well?
Yeah. I think when we were young, it didn't matter much because like we go to practice, we do anything, we come back. I think it didn't matter at all. But I think when we like maybe 13, 14 years old, that's when the pressure started to like rise, you know. I think it's normal when like your dad is your coach, as you said, sometimes it's like have different aspects. Sometimes it was good. Sometimes I didn't want him to be my coach, you know. I just wanted him to be my dad. Sometimes like when you have like a bad practice, you don't want to continue the whole night talking about the bad practice, the car drive back home. But also other times you feel it's like extra like bonus that you have your dad as your coach. So you can also the whole time listening about fencing, about competition, about the federation, what's going on. So maybe that's also what got me really, really invested and involved into fencing. So sometimes, as I told you, sometimes I think I hated it, sometimes I loved it. And yeah, I think it's like sometimes like this, sometimes like this. I cannot say most of the time it's this, most of the time it's this. But I love him, of course, like so much as my dad, as my coach. But yeah, sometimes I didn't like it. Sometimes I liked it. Yeah. Also, my brothers, we used to fight a lot when we fence. Yeah, we're like three, you know. But also at the end of the day, I think also you like reach a point that you're mature enough that you know that like what happened on side the strip doesn't continue to outside, you know. So, but until now, when like me and Mahmoud, when we fence, we actually like fence, you know, like fence.
I watched the NCAA semifinal last year.
Yeah, no, but NCAA was like I can say it was like a clean match.
Yeah,
Like,
I can imagine because there are a lot of cameras. I can imagine what a zonal championship.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
felt.
say. You should have watched the zone last year, like you know, and like the stuff that happened in Korakor, you know, the pushing. But this also, I think that's what like rise both of us together is that we both like I think it's a clean competition between us, you know. But we FaceTime every day for maybe 3 times a day. Today I called him twice. Yesterday 3 times. Same as Ahmed, I was just FaceTiming him. And I think when we were young, yes, maybe it was like tough. It was like we didn't like it. But when we're old, we love it. We love the competition. We push each other to become better, you know, to fence together. And if I see Mahmoud doing something wrong in fencing, I tell him, same as Ahmed. So yeah, we love it now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys have that. Like it's come into like a support system.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because I noticed that like
But it took a long time.
Yeah.
Took like a long time, and like to get this like the formula, you know. So it took a long time, but I'm glad we reached it. You know.
and it's productive too because now you can sort of jump into that coaching role as well.
Yeah.
Like you touched on it with, you know, if you see them doing something wrong, but it's no longer just you're your training partners that you
No, yeah,
learn
yeah.
to fight against, like
Yeah.
you can support each other and like further those teachings as well. So it's even better than just like hard fights. You know
No,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like that's such a cool
Yeah.
system that you guys have developed, and
Yeah.
it's awesome.
So you talked about, you know, your story growing up with fencing in the family, fencing.
Actually,
in the
my mom
household.
also was a fencer.
Amazing. Amazing.
My mom-
Keep telling. We don't
yeah.
know this stuff. This is
My
more
mom
raw.
was a fencer also. She was a forest.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
but they weren't like good fencers, like, you know. But I think also
But they
my
love the
dad.
sport.
Yeah. My dad became a coach because he didn't have a coach. So like before, like in Egypt, someone like would go to schools and like pick like persons. You say like, oh, you might be good in this sport. Then he takes them and he teaches them how to fence. Then my dad like loved it, you know, but he didn't have like someone to make him like good, you know. That's when he started like, okay, I'm gonna be that person, I think. And he started coaching at a very, very like young age until I think his third or fourth generation was Saghir, you know Saghir?
Yeah.
Like that tall.
Yeah.
that's
Your
a
dad
French
coached
name.
Sagir? Because I
Yeah.
know about the younger generation. I know you guys and
No,
Yassine.
yeah.
Sagir is his student?
Saghir started like when he was maybe 4 years old, 5 years
Yeah.
old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and when like he became a coach because he didn't have like a good coach,
Okay.
and he always had the dream to become like to like reach being an Olympic medalist coach, you know.
Well, he
And
reached it. And
with
I have a
his son
feeling he could
also.
reach it again. I mean, like
Yeah.
the accolades that your father has as a coach, just really quickly, I'm going to miss a lot of them because I didn't even know he coached Sagir and stuff. But just from you and your brothers, you have multiple people ranked top 16 in the world in seniors,
Yeah.
multiple junior world championship gold medalists.
All of them are.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
then Ahmed is also a senior Grand Prix medalist. Mahmoud made top 8 at senior worlds, right?
Yeah.
You're an
No,
Olymp-
Mahmoud won the world championship last year.
Yeah,
the
no, I said
juniors.
senior
juniors.
world.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
senior,
But
yeah.
I'm saying he's a world
Yeah.
champion in juniors, but then in seniors, you're an Olympic medalist. He has multiple NCAA. Ahmed is a first team All American. Mahmoud's a first team All American. You're a NCAA champion. Yassine is also an Olympian. He was also ranked top 16 in the world. He's also a junior world champion. Yassine actually has the most individual medals from a world championship in men's epee across a junior career, across all countries, across all time as an individual.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't know why I have that in here, but
We
you
know
knew
why
that
you have
already.
that in there.
Like, but that's all coming out of your club.
Yeah.
And there's probably more I didn't say. That's crazy. From a guy who just wanted to be that guy
wanted
for
to-
somebody else. Like he was that guy clearly for a very good group of fencers. And and you guys probably inspired the next generation. I'm scared for what the 10-year-olds in your club at home, the 10-year-olds in 8 years are
They
going to
are
be
tough,
scary.
man. They are tough.
They're going to be scary because they looked
They're
at you
tough.
and
Yeah.
you came to seniors and you're like, oh, I made 64 is great. Now they're looking and they're seeing Supermo and everyone else getting medals and all this stuff. So for them, that's the bar.
Yeah, they see it like if I reach it, they can reach it too, you know? Because
Yeah.
I was doing the exact same thing. I came from the same club.
Yeah.
You know?
So think about how scary they're going to be.
Yeah.
Terrifying. So I have one more question on your dad, and then this is your podcast. We'll get back to you. You're saying like he put himself into the coaching and he dove into the coaching. Was it self-taught or was he seeking out other like tutelage of coaches in maybe other countries, other systems, or was he really studying the game?
Yeah, it's both. Like 100% self-taught, and in the same time he traveled a lot. He had like one person, like his mentor in Egypt that he learned a lot from. I always hear about him when I was young. But he also wanted like to not just be like a random national coach, you know. So he traveled to Italy many times. I think Hungary, France, I think a lot. He traveled everywhere. When like I used to like see his picture with fencing coaches long time ago, when the pictures even like were just like a printed picture, you know.
Yeah.
So he traveled to so many countries to learn. And then he came with his like school, you know. So it's both. He also read a lot of books. He have so many books in fencing. He's also a physical education, like the dean of the physical education school in our city. So same as my mom. So they also have like athletic background, educationally, and also like with their hand, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, so he I think like it's I think I can say it's 100% self-taught. Yeah,
That's awesome.
That's so
Yeah.
cool, dude.
Yeah, and I've just been hearing about
because
it
there
more.
wasn't fencing at all in our town when I was
Yeah. So you're
I'm
not from Cairo?
No, I'm not Cairo.
What's the name of your town?
Tanta.
Tanta? How
Yeah.
far is what's the biggest city close to Tanta?
Cairo. Like
Cairo?
Cairo is in between Tanta and Alexandria.
Okay.
Yeah, so there wasn't fencing at all. Then he started like
Tanta
implementing.
Academy?
Yeah,
What's the name of the club?
yeah, like a fencing team, Dr. Said Sami,
Okay.
like or like Tanta Academy. They're like it's like names, but it's all under his name, you know.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
yeah,
so amazing.
and we only have Epee in Tanta. It's all Epee.
It's like Alliance in Houston.
Yeah,
What else
and
do
the
you
whole-
need?
the whole
What else do
national-
you need in this?
The whole national team, cadet, junior, senior, are Tanta, except Mazen.
Really? Yeah. Mohsen, he's self-taught at this point too.
Yeah.
He's in Singapore.
Yeah,
I love that guy.
I love
But-
it too.
That's very, very cool. And it's very shout out to your father and your family for building a growing empire in the sport in Epee. I mean, it's very, very impressive. And if someone knows an Egyptian fencer on the international circuit, the fact that that fencer most likely came for your club is a big honor, I'm sure, and it's really amazing. So my question was, you had this clearly amazing environment for your growth growing up, where you're being pushed by your family members, but also people who are at your age category training with you, like Yassine and others at your club. So you're getting pushed all the time, and you're comfortable, supported, all this stuff, and all of a sudden you move to New York City, all the way across the world, totally different people, totally different culture. You move to a very international city, which is good, because I'm sure it's way easier to find people like you here than it is in, Indiana or Ohio. But that's still a big deal. Do you mind just telling us a little bit about what that was like, coming into an entirely new life and still having to push for the same goals you had before? Because that train didn't stop. You've had some amazing, the best years of your career
That's
far
true,
have been
yeah.
when you're living here in a totally different environment. How did you manage that transition, and what was that like for you, mentally, emotionally, if you don't mind sharing?
I think emotionally it was hard in the beginning. First, like 2 months, it was like, oh, I missed my mom so much, my sister. Like my dad and my brother, I see them like every week, in the World Cups. But I miss my mom, my sister, and like it's kind of different, But since also young age, I used to travel a lot, do camps for long periods. So it wasn't that like a big change, And when I came here, of course, I made like my research before I come to LAU. I knew like Fencers Club exists. I didn't know about the New York Athletic Club at that time, but I knew Dwight is gonna be my coach in LAU. So when I came here, like I kind of like knew what I'm coming to, But also I loved to be in New York City. That's something I always wanted. Like, I just loved it here before. Like when I came, I loved it. But I knew like my fencing team practice is not gonna be like that high level at the school. I mean. But I knew like at night I have like the clubs in New York City I can practice with. Actually, like in 2020 when I came, like I think the practice was much harder. So many people would go to the club more than now, I feel. I don't know. When I go to FC, it's not that much of people. Maybe also so many people went to different universities. Some people I think retired.
The athletic club has
Also, it was-
stronger practices now. Like the seniors,
I know.
Every couple of years, it
Yeah,
just kind of shifts
I know,
from one
yeah,
club to the
yeah,
other. Right
yeah.
now, it seems like there are a lot more strong people
I know
at the
this.
athletic club.
Yeah.
But now that there are more international people, I think FC will start getting stronger. Shamodi's here, right?
Yeah.
Your new teammate.
And also it was because it was the Olympic year,
Yeah.
also like 1 year and a half. So everyone was like practicing extra hard, not like now.
Mm-hmm.
So, But I think I knew how to manage my practice those 4 years. As you said, I had like my best career results in those 4 years. Like I talked to my coaches, I asked them what should I do. And like I think I have like a fencing formula. Me personally, is that like if I applied to myself, I would like do great in fencing. So and I kinda managed how to keep this formula going through the 4 years. So I'm happy that I did this, you know?
I think it's really key and it's important. We had another guest in here, Roman Canon,
Yeah.
who spoke about it, and Soren Thompson, all these other accomplished fencers, talking about how important it is to create your own formula.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you're the one on the strip. You're the one your coaches can tell you a million different things, but you're the one that has to go do them. You're the one that has to grow from it. So the more that you can understand yourself and push for your own success by knowing yourself and really being honest about that. You know, Ferris for Johnny was telling us about it too. You know, so many people, and I think it sounds like you're in the same category, you know, with what works for you and you trust it and you go with it. And I think that's very key. You know, Steven and I talk about our own experiences and how we seem to have gotten lost more so along the way. And it's tough. It's tough. So it's always amazing to see young athletes like yourself be very self-assured in your path and trust it and trust yourself. And we see it on the strip. We see it off the strip. Obviously, you're very fun to talk to. You're very calm and composed. But on the strip, you know, when it's time to really show up, you trust yourself more than anyone else. And it's amazing.
Yeah. I think also, as you said, the big change that happened in this year, I think it's also like kind of shape you. So like just imagine that you tomorrow morning you go to a different country, you have to speak like a different language every single day, you know. Professors teach you at the school with like a different language, and maybe if you have like sometimes like I had a French class, so you're learning a third language through your second language, you know. But also,
it's like, what's going on?
No,
Your brain just doing gymnastics.
Yeah, but I think I don't think about those things when, like, until someone else say it to me, you know. But as I said, yeah, I think I have my own formula. I know what works for me. But it's also it used to be hard, you know. Like in 2022, I was how old I was, like 19 when I came here. Yeah, 19. So, but I think, yes, I know my formula, but it also needs action. Like I know, like I have to lift, or like I have to go to the fencing club. But no one will tell me like, oh, like, did you go to the gym today? Did you fence today? You know, no one will like tell me like, you have to go, like, wake up, you have to practice, la la la. So I think also it takes a lot of self-discipline, and you have to know like what's your dream, what do you want, and you have to work hard to achieve it. So that's also a big part, that you have to like put effort, not just to know what worked for you and just for knowing, but you have to put the action, you know?
Go jump and do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had this sort of experience recently, and something I've been working on. I think I've talked about it on the podcast. It's like that sense of like when you're about to jump into a pool, right? And you're like trying to negotiate like with yourself. Okay, maybe I'll jump in like on the count of 3. Oh no, I'll wait until the clock says 30 seconds, so it's exact, right? And then you have these conversations with yourself, and you do all these things instead of just jumping, right? And it seems like talking to you about this and talking to other very accomplished fencers who have spoken about having to be very self-motivated and going and doing these extra trainings on top of, you know, whatever system they have that maybe isn't serving them. Like, it's that ability to just jump into the pool, right? To just go and don't question it, don't make deals with yourself, and just go do your work.
Yeah. I think at the beginning of your career, you just need to really work hard. Results doesn't matter. Like nothing else matters. You just really to work. Then later you can start thinking about like formula, and don't push yourself too much. But I think as a foundation, or as like a base, you should really work a lot, and don't think about anything else. Then later, when like you're older, you start to think, okay, what worked for you, you know?
And like, what do you need?
Yeah.
Yes, what do you need?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
you
I
know?
think so many people get to the point where they get to that older stage and they, rather than thinking about that, they think, I just need to work. And then they end up working, but without that, like
Yeah.
you're looking, I think of it like this. You're driving a car, right?
Mhm.
And you say, I'm going there, or like I need to change lanes. And then you're using the formula that you learned because you did all the work to learn how to drive a car. And then you just go and your body takes over. But so many people are like, I need to just drive in a car. They don't know where they're going. They're just stepping on the gas.
Yeah.
And that leads to a lot of burnout and not a lot of results. And I see it a lot where it's like the answer, rather than thinking critically about, what do I need? What's the formula? And then how can I put myself in the situation for this? They just keep doing the hard work without the strategy.
You also have to trust the process a little bit. Like, even if you're putting the work and you know, like, what's your worth, you should wait a bit, Just maybe keep working if you don't know where you're going, but just keep working. If you see, as I told you, like, before, when I started making 64, I can see that, like, it's not hard, Like, I know my worth. I know it might take time, 3 years, 4 years, but I know I'll be there, So I'm just putting the work. And during the journey, I see, like, results, even if it's little results, but it's like a green lights, So you also have to wait a little bit, not just like 2 World Cups, 3 World Cups, like everything's not working.
Yeah,
So
where's my result?
yeah. You have to wait. You have to wait a little bit, and it's gonna be hard. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy. Sometimes I think about my Paris Olympic medal, and I think it was like a one-man job. Really, like I started thinking about this when I went back home, and I saw like my who else got medals from Egypt in the Olympics, and I think, oh, like it was like one-man job, like, cause
When you say that, what do you mean?
I told you, like, when I go to like FC at night, no one like calls me to check did I practice or no.
Mm-hmm.
If I go to the gym at my school and practice, no one also check. If I go, I just do it because I want to do it, because I have a dream, Even like sometimes I see, like, because yes, Dwight, I practice with him in the morning, but also in World Cups, he's with US team during this time, during Paris. And my dad, not most of the time, he was at the World Cups. Some random coaches from Egypt, they just go like coach you for 2 days. But when I come back to New York, no one asks, no one, check. So I have the plan, I do the work. And when I went to the Olympic Games, it's all paid off. But during the journey, I think, if I didn't practice, no one would ask, like, or if
I think I want to be very clear that I knew what you were saying here, and I wanted to hear more about it because I have a very distinct memory, Mo, of, I think there's always respect you have for your competitors when they're doing well. You're like, but maybe some people don't believe all this stuff. I can tell you my all-in moment on you as a fencer. Like, I knew you were good. I knew you had potential, all this stuff. I knew you went to the Olympics and upset Borrell, like all this stuff. But many fencers do this type of stuff. But the moment, you're talking about one-man job, the moment where I was fully bought in on whatever project you're doing, started betting on Mo after this, unofficially.
you can't say
no, but really.
We're not in college anymore.
Yeah. Cali Grand Prix, 2023.
before the
You got
Olympic
top
Games.
8.
Yeah, top 4.
Top 4 maybe. No,
2023.
No, 2020.
top 8. 2023, top 8.
Trust me, I remember this.
I was alone.
I'm about to tell the story.
Yeah, I was alone.
I know, you're talking about one-man job. I remember watching you, not just fence, but we're on day 2, and you have a hard path. It's not an easy path.
Yeah.
And when Mo said alone, everyone that's listening, you usually think, oh yeah, I'm at this tournament. I have a coach, but he's not watching me right now. My teammates are over there.
No,
I know. So, but I'm explaining to everyone else. And you think like, okay, I'm gonna fence this, and then I'm gonna go talk to Steven after, and then we'll catch up, whatever. I'll fence my bout. And then you feel alone, right? I'm telling you, Mohamed did not have a teammate. He didn't have a coach. He didn't have a trainer. He didn't have anybody in the venue with any level of like loyalty to him. Zero. You turn around and there is no one there. It's just you and your opponent and whoever they brought to the strip.
Exactly.
They're your family too at this point. And you beat everyone.
Yeah.
And I don't remember who ended up beating you, but did you beat Burrell there?
Yeah. No,
And-
Borel was he's a year after.
Oh, Burrell's the year
Yeah.
after. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Okay. You did a lot of stuff in Cali. But that moment, making a top 8 at that level with literally no one, in that moment, I was like, okay, everyone, and I love to talk, as you can tell. And I always come to the Americans. I'm always like, guys, blah, 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 this was it. And they're like, okay, chill out. Because I did this a million times. And I remember that was one of those times where I came back and I was like, guys, you don't understand what just happened. And they're like, we were right there with you. We understand. I said, no, because I'm trying to process it.
Yeah.
Because that's when we realized actually how tough you are and how this one-man job really is like paying off, because you didn't have to go to Cali. Egypt didn't send anyone. No one
I
went to
paid.
Cali.
I pay also.
Exactly.
I paid for this competition, and there is one thing I don't think many fencers around the world doesn't pay attention to, like Egyptian fencers,
Yeah.
which is like we need a visa to enter every country.
So you had to apply for the visa.
You don't know
Jesus
how.
Christ.
No, you
I don't know.
You guys don't know
No,
how
we
I don't
hard.
know any of this.
You guys
Tell
don't know
us.
how. I wasn't even gonna go to Kazakhstan 2 weeks ago. No, like 1 week ago. Like, okay, after you finish, I will say.
Basically, this man coached himself, cheered himself up, made it, all of this, food, snacks, water, blah, 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 coaching, any of it, all alone. Flying to the country, roommates,
Yeah, I
no,
remember like
forget any of that.
before the competition, because Cali's you do it like in the mall or the
Yeah.
big thing.
Yeah.
So I go to this like restaurant, Italian restaurant, and I see like Team Italy, Team France, team, and I just go sit on one table. Everyone is looking at me.
But that Italian restaurant's pretty good. though.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is a good
I love
restaurant.
it.
But seriously, like that moment, after that, if anyone told me anything, Mo won this medal, Mo won this, Mo won that, I would be like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I believe it. I 100%. After that moment, I was like, I don't know if I could do that. I will never have an opportunity to do that. You know, those things where
Yeah.
it's like, I will never be tested like this.
Yeah.
But you were, and you did it, and you beat, you had to make it from, you weren't top 16 in the world yet. So I think you had to make it through the first day.
Yeah, first.
Then you beat.
First day, I was even losing 8-2 from, if I'm pronouncing his
Yeah.
name good, Kyon from Korea.
Kwan.
Kwan, yeah.
He doesn't fence anymore.
No, but he was beautiful fencer.
I know.
love his fencing.
I
That's
was-
a great
I
win.
was
Kwan was
losing
nice
8-2. Yeah.
Alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then you turned on Supermo.
It wasn't also my last time, because the next season I also traveled to Heidenheim, Germany, alone.
Yeah.
And I got a medal also.
Yeah.
But 1 week ago, I didn't have anyone, no medical, no coaches, nothing. I think it's all because, as I told you, the shift that I had 4 years ago,
Yeah.
that I just like in another country have to
Yeah.
figure out everything.
And
you know?
Mahmoud's doing the same thing, and Ahmed did it before you.
So when like I go to a competition, it's exactly when I go to a competition without a coach or without anything, it's just a random day in the week. I'm going to the fencing club at night, fencing with great fencers, and like it's really hard matches without having a coach, trying to think, trying to figure out what to do. Go back, no feedback, no coach. Going the next morning, practicing, going at night, practicing again, no coach, nothing. I know I have to do everything on my own, have to think, have to eat, have to sleep, have to know what mistakes I did, have to know what I'm gonna work in the next day. So when I go to, so I have like the competition simulation every single day.
Yeah.
It's literally every single day. So it's also when I go to competitions and I don't have the coach, when I'm fencing like a hard match and I'm thinking inside, it's not something new.
So what's life going to be like now that you're going to graduate and go home back to of your training center?
So as I told you, it's not something new. So and it happened many times after that. I go to a World Cup alone, no one with me, and I get a medal. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So
good.
at this point, nothing's scary.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah. So now tell us about the visa process. 'Cause
Oh,
we don't
yeah.
have any clue what that's like.
Yes, many people like doesn't know that we need to get like a visa to enter every country,
Yeah.
and that's like something so hard, like so hard, because I think the Egyptian passport is not strong enough. It's not like the U.S. passport that allow you to enter some countries without just book the flight and go.
We've had to get visas, I think, for 3 countries.
Yeah.
3
I
times.
mean, I love my passport, of course. I love
Yeah.
my country. I'm proud to represent it.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying my passport doesn't allow me to enter those
No,
countries
absolutely.
without getting like a permission from the
So how do you do that?
embassy before.
We did have to get the whatever visas happened in Cairo, whatever like subline where they charged me $50 and I just gave it to some guy and then he
Yeah.
You had to do that for Turkey too.
Yeah, it's like a long process. You have to apply 1 month before, which is even not there is no periods in between because every competition is in 10 days, and you have like to give them 6 months of bank statements, my F1, my like everything you imagine, everything, and they even have the choice to approve or not.
Have you been rejected before?
No, thankfully.
Okay.
But they don't even give it to you like a long period. So every time I'm going to Europe, they give it to me like only 3 days. So I'm allowed to enter, Europe 3 days. Sometimes I get it like 1.5 years and that's great. But other times when the competition is in Asia or the competition, I don't know where, I have to apply for the visa. So Kazakhstan visa, I didn't know I'm going to come or no.
When did you get the visa?
I got the visa after I finished my NCAs.
So like 5
And I
3
had to
days
go
before leaving?
Yeah.
I
3
have
days?
no 1 day before I leave, and I have to go to the embassies 3 times in Manhattan in the city, and this happened every time. In Cali, the one you're talking about, I got the visa 1 day before I leave, so I booked the flight the same day because I don't know like if I'm gonna get the visa or no. It happens every time, and this is like a big thing here that takes time. Same as Mahmoud. Every time, like we went in Heidenheim, he got the visa 1 day before. He had to like take a bus to Chicago, go to the embassy. So there is also so many background of what's happening.
There's obstacles.
Because also on the federation, it's hard because since I'm studying here, so I'm the one responsible to finish my visa papers before I fly. Some people doesn't know what visa.
Yeah.
I was talking to a guy. He said, "Oh, I didn't go to this competition because I didn't have the visa." Then he said, "What? Like a visa? Like the card? Like the visa?" I said,
Someone
"No."
from Egypt?
No, someone from another,
yeah,
like
of course.
another fencer. But as I told you, maybe like also I'm doing good. I'm number 1, but maybe I'm gonna miss Kazakhstan because I just not allowed to enter the country. Not allowed.
Yeah.
I don't have the permission to enter.
That's insane.
I was applying to Cali visa yesterday because I don't wanna.
Got to get ahead, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah,
I
FIU,
hope
if
you
you're
get it
listening,
fast.
I hope there's like an FIU person that can just pre-approve all your visas for the rest of eternity.
Oh my god! It's
Yeah.
you don't know. My teammates in the school know like how hard it is.
Yeah.
Because like every day I'm printing papers to go to embassy, finish this. Yeah.
Wow.
Do they know you at the embassy now by name?
In Colombia embassy, yes, they know me.
that's
they really know me because I go like 1 day before my flight. Tell them, hey, the competition is in 2 days. So what can I do to get this is like done very fast? And some other embassies might know me, but it's hard. It's hard. There's so many things outside the practice and competition itself that affect.
For example, you have to fund your own competitions. Yeah.
For now, yeah.
And that's it's saddens
The last
me to
season
hear.
also, the whole last season
Yeah,
after
all-
the Olympic Games.
That's
You finish the
insane.
Olympics with a bronze medal, and then you have to pay for competitions, and it shows A, how committed you are,
Yeah.
B, how some people, if they're doing that, it adds to pressure that breaks them. But for you, I think it turned you into a diamond or a stronger diamond or something. like for you, it's all of this stuff. It looks like it becomes fuel, and your engines don't run out.
I'm also with all this pressure and all these hard things happening, and I'm saying it's a one-man job, and I'm my own coach and everything. But I'm also enjoying it.
I was
Yeah.
gonna
Oh,
say
yeah.
after all of this, when you
I'm in love with the process. You have no idea. I'm really enjoying what's happening, my world ranking, my competitions, my visa process, my travels. I'm enjoying it, you know.
Oh, we see
Like
it, dude.
I
Yeah.
Absolutely.
really live in the present, and I'm enjoying it. I'm thankful,
Yeah.
so I'm happy, you know.
Yeah.
That's
There are only a
amazing.
few people that you see that are constantly happy at these competitions, and you got to fence one of them. Actually, Svichkar is one of those guys. It shows, and that makes you guys, for example, more fun to watch.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, if they lose, they accept the loss. If they win, there's like it's a smile. You always see a smile in between the rounds, smiling, like I'm enjoying this process, and that makes you want to go back. Some people dread competitions.
No, even if I lost, I'm okay with it. As I told
Yeah.
you, maybe I'm enjoying the process.
Because you'll win again.
Yes, exactly. This like I was telling my teammates in Kazakhstan, 3 things in fencing, in my opinion, is that you shouldn't say, "Oh, I lost this match. The next match was easy. I was gonna win," or like you had like a good path. So you say, "Oh, I lost this one. This path is not gonna happen again," you know. But that's not true. It's always happen again.
It's gonna
It's
happen
always
again, yeah.
happen again. And there is always a comeback in fencing. There is always a comeback in fencing. And sometimes not everything in fencing you should understand it. Not you should. There is no explanation for it.
Just
Yeah.
you get the touch, or you
Yeah.
didn't get the
No,
touch.
I mean even like why did I lose this match? What's
Yeah.
happened?
No, but
Like-
everyone wants to analyze every little piece
Yeah.
of everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just like
exactly.
Let's
exactly.
move.
Yeah. Yeah.
On to
next
the
one.
next one. Yeah.
The hard part for me is knowing when I want to analyze, when it's healthy, and when it's healthy to just leave it.
Exactly.
Do you have a system for when to analyze, when to leave? Like, how do you decide which one it is?
Flip a coin.
Flip a coin? No.
I think until now, I didn't have this moment to
Mhm.
really think about should I analyze this or leave it? Because maybe I think about everything, but just for a little bit, you know, for a short times. And it happened. My achievements. It's also I forget about them when I go to the strip. I don't remember. Oh, I'm number 1. I'm an Olympic medalist. No, I just go like a normal person. Even everyday practice, I don't remember who I am, and I think that's a good thing of. If you want to have a long term in fencing. But I think I didn't go that deep as in this point that you're asking me about.
That's important.
Some
too.
I remember one single match, I don't want to mention it, but I couldn't sleep for one day after. And I think that was a mistake that I just didn't let it go and move on. And I even asked my dad, like, what happened? What's going on? He even doesn't know. But as I said, not everything have explanation, and you can just move on. And if you doing what you have to do, and you know what's your goal, and you know where you're going with this plan, you should just continue. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like it.
Don't let it take you out of the present. Art.
Yeah, no,
You
being
can
present is
analyze,
so key.
Analyze,
So key.
get the information. Once you have the information,
Yeah,
back
I
to the
remember it
present.
now. Before Tokyo Olympic Games, it's something I always mention in like the Egyptian television and podcast there. That before the Olympic Games, as I said, it was COVID, la la la. So we went to Japan 1 month before the Olympic Games, and we had 1 month of a camp. Okay, maybe 1 month and a half, and no Epee fencer qualified with me. So it was just me and my dad for 1 month and a half before Tokyo. And we were just taking lessons every day. My priority was between Borel or Santarelli, so I didn't know who. So I was studying both of them, and we were just taking lessons every day. Maybe one lesson in the morning about Borel, one lesson in the morning about Santarelli. My dad was trying to act as Borel or Santarelli, you know. Maybe it wasn't 100%.
Looks like your
But-
dad does a good Burrell.
He does a pretty good
impersonation.
Burrell.
No, big respect to Borel. He's a great fencer,
Yeah.
and at his age, and he was doing what he was doing. Like I
Yeah.
hope when I'm at his age,
Yeah.
I do the same thing.
And then you guys shared a podium together at
Exactly.
the next Olympics.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And so my dad was like acting as if he was Borel or Santarelli. But I'm saying 1 month and a half, also one man, like doing lesson. I didn't fence a single match before the Olympic Games for 1 month and a half. Then when I went to the Olympic Games, and also one day before, when people knew I'm gonna fence Borel, they were saying, "Oh, like, good job, you came to the Olympic Games," and he was one of the like people that are nominated to win the
He's
games.
number 1 seed.
Exactly.
Of course.
So, but inside me, it was a little bit different. like I say, you have a sword or a weapon. I have the same thing, so let's fancy,
Yeah.
Let's see. And after I lost from Igor Rizlin, so I didn't know. I didn't know why I lost. I lost 15-13. I think I gave it all. I was even up the whole match, but I didn't know why did I lose. So after I lost, I sat down in the spectators and I didn't go back to the hotel until the medal ceremony, even after the medal ceremony. And I watched it. My whole I was very, very curious to see what Kanan gonna do as Rizlin more than what I did. And that's why I'm saying not everything should have explanation. Maybe it's just a matter of time. Because I sat down and I saw Kanan doing the same exact thing. He's like ducking, he's counter-attacking, he's going to foot touches. It's exactly the same thing. So I didn't know.
And you took a selfie.
Yeah, I took this video but in the medal ceremony, and it went viral in Egypt, that I said I'm watching the medal ceremony right now, and I don't know why I'm not there yet, but what I know 100%, it's just a matter of time, and I'm gonna be there because I know I'm following the right steps. I'm doing what I have to do. I give it all in these games. And maybe he did exactly the same thing, but maybe it was higher. What is the word? Higher
Intensity?
No. He's more. He fenced. No, wait. Let me remember.
You're
that.
good.
Was more.
It's
Anyway,
just his day.
Conviction, heart, I
Anyway.
don't know, whatever.
Anyway, so maybe if he did the same thing, but he didn't win, but it's just a matter of time, You just have to let it go, keep going, and you will reach your dreams one day,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. And it's a present. Steven's talking about being in the present. And on that note, we like to give you a small present.
Oh, wordplay.
Well, you were talking about Canon. So we had...
After the podcast, I went to his coffee shop.
know.
I told you.
Yeah, and he wasn't there.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
Roman.
I didn't even know. I
Wow.
didn't know that he have a coffee shop.
Yeah,
in
many
here.
people didn't. Now he
Yeah.
got some visitors.
Yeah.
And
the moment I went there, I saw two fencing bags inside.
Yeah, it was Levi Atkins and
I don't
Julian
know.
Brodsky.
I don't know who was there.
And they told us you were there.
Yeah.
So we figured we'd bring you some macarons so that you could taste what you missed.
What is going on with those macarons?
I don't know. It looks like one of them melted a little, so you shouldn't trust this one. But
Which one do you recommend?
I don't know.
Which cut?
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
go with the green.
Take whichever. I think that's pistachio.
I love pistachio.
Good.
And Steven?
I'll take
want some?
the gross one.
This is from Macaron Cafe. Oh, it might be a little mushy. Oh no. Oh no. We probably should have refrigerated them. Oh. We messed up. Is it yummy at least?
Yeah. Is there napkins here?
We'll get napkins right now.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Sorry about that. Well,
like a-
shout out to
creme brulee kind of thing.
shout out to oh my gosh. Okay. If you go to Macaron Cafe, eat it fast or put it in a fridge because it's so creamy. The cream just starts
One shot it. Just
one
got
shot it.
yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
I
Well,
love this.
It's really yummy. We just wanted to give a little spot to Macaron Cafe in New York City, run by everyone's favorite Olympic champion.
It's my first time to try it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
What do you think? First initial
It's so good.
impression.
Very good. I loved it.
These are so yummy.
We also just wanted to bring back eating on the podcast because guests love it, or listeners love it so much.
No,
We-
listen-
I also
hate-
enjoyed Romaine's episode a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing he said?
Two things. His when he didn't go back to listen to his coach during Bida's bout.
And you just looking at him.
I loved it.
Yeah.
And second thing, I loved that when he described Bida, he described how smart he is when does he Thank you.
Thank you, DJ.
I'm just gonna take one. Thank you.
DJ coming in clutch, everyone. We haven't seen DJ in a while because I've been running these episodes, but today we're so lucky to have DJ back in the studio with us.
I loved when he was saying about Bida. Does he know how to stop the bout? When some people don't like this, but I gotta do my socks, I gotta do my So he was saying that Bida like is a smart in like those games, you know, like mind games. So I loved like that he can see another aspect, that he's not just like good fencer on this trip, but he's also mean mentally. That's why I loved, and he became like also like playing his game. So he didn't go listen to his coaches, and he was just going face to face. I didn't see this because I was fencing at the same time, but it's like it's great to listen to what was going on and the other.
And it's cool to hear how other people play the game. Friendship is getting more popular now, right?
Yeah.
And it's
French grip now is very different than the French grip used to be.
of course.
Yeah.
And I think Roman helped change that. You're helping change that. People like Sam and Galassi, they're also changing it for a lot of people. And it's like there are a lot of options for athletes because you all fence very differently.
Yeah.
Anyways, we don't have to talk about that too much. That was just a little fun spot for, again, Macaron Cafe. They have a few locations in New York City. This is not sponsored. I went here before the episode because I knew a little bit about this lore of Mo going to check it out after our episode.
I went, I think 2-3 times.
2-3 times? He
wasn't there.
He's not there? Oh my God. Maybe he doesn't actually work there. Okay, guys. Well, never mind. No, just kidding. But glad you got to try it. And back to your episode. We're kind of getting towards the end of time. Do you have any other good questions? I have one question baked up, but I want to give it to you.
No.
I'm the ball hog, Steve.
No. Throw your baked potato. Let's see it.
No.
But you said you had one.
Okay. So I think the last question that I have before
you didn't want to seem too easy. Is that what's happening? Just ask the question.
Yeah. I love talking. Steven actually has a spray bottle there.
What spray bottle?
Stop talking.
Like
okay.
for dogs if I'm talking too much. So thanks for just sharing all this stuff. I mean, your journey from the beginning of your career to being a top athlete and having to manage all these different things. So many
was the
people,
beginning.
Yeah, absolutely. You're 23 years old. You're literally 23 years old. There's so much more left of the career, and it's really exciting to see where it'll go. But I think the big ups and downs, and I think it's not even really a question, it's more of a comment, because originally when we came to this episode, I wanted to ask you, because we know about all these ups in your career, I wanted to ask you what the biggest obstacle has been in your career. And I think we can still talk about it if you're okay with it, but just you mentioned all these things that are, for us, pretty large obstacles, I guess. And for you, it's just an average day of trying to get to practice,
But
trying to get to a
one
tournament.
important thing I want to say here, I'm sorry. If
No. But this is a conversation.
That everything I said, maybe it worked for me.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't have to, if someone else doing the same thing, it might work for him, you know?
You
If
have to find your own formula.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm just showing my own story, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's why we want you to be here and talking about it. But it's you know, maybe some of the things that you've brought up, I would have placed as a large obstacle in my career. And you're not letting these obstacles push you down. You're using them as a way to climb even higher. So maybe it's a good question. Maybe it makes no sense now to ask after we heard the rest of your story, but is there something that you have identified as an obstacle that you had to get over that was like the most important one to jump over for your career? Like something that, breaking through this unlocked something for you, like a challenge. But you named so many already: COVID, visa, funding, not having anyone here, running a system for you. So I feel silly even asking that question now, because what do you think, Steven? Does it even make sense to ask that?
Is there a bigger obstacle?
I don't think there is something in my mind right now.
Yeah.
And I think I'm a kind of a person that try to look at the positive side of what's going on and try to figure stuff out.
We can tell you don't complain, man. You just get the job done.
Maybe I take my time. Maybe I take a long time thinking about something, but not thinking about like in a negative way, I think I just at the end of the day I find my way out of it. I can see like I think I'm good at how to adapt.
Yeah.
Really good. You know? Like if I travel, if I
mean,
work out, if I...
There are things we didn't even talk about. Like we haven't had an athlete here to really discuss. You know, I know that you train and compete during Ramadan.
Oh yeah.
Like that also plays a role in the mind. Like your approach to all this stuff is like we never trained for a whole month while fasting and had to like, you know.
I've never fasted. I know you.
I got
tried
Yom
it.
Kippur on my side.
Yeah.
Come on, Steven, pick a religion with some fasting. No, but it's that type of stuff shapes athletes. I mean, you know, I worked with Omar El-Ghaziri for quite a few years, and you know, that changed my perspective too. He was like, you know, this is something. It's a commitment that I made, and the athletes work around it. And
my religious also is a big thing of my mindset.
yeah,
Of the way also I see life, I see how things going. So that's also maybe a big part, you know.
yeah.
So
It's
like
very
when
cool.
I practice while I'm fasting, you know, I don't, I'm fasting, I'm practicing. No, it's like I'm doing it also like out of love, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's a big thing also in the religion, how I think, and it helped me a lot also.
Absolutely, man. The more that we sit through this conversation, the more I think that you were like destined to do this stuff. Like it just makes sense. And not that I'm a oracle. I can't predict or see any of it, but it just makes sense.
Yeah.
Like as we're having this conversation, it's like, yeah, this guy is just super focused. This guy he believes in himself. He doesn't like think about the losses for too long. He creates a plan. He's accountable. He's thankful. He's grateful. He loves what he does. Like he's hardworking.
Listen, man.
You know, just like checking every box. He
This
played every
guy-
sport.
This guy will grind you down, and your legs will be jelly, and you're not gonna be. They'll be out from under you, and then he's gonna hit you.
Yeah, we didn't even
Like-
talk about the fact that you might be one of the hardest workers on the strip. Like, there's so many conversations. It's hard to bring to life via words. But if you haven't seen Mo fence yet, go watch any bout of him on YouTube, and you'll understand. In Epee, there's not someone working harder for each touch than Mo, and it all just makes sense. It all makes sense.
It all does make sense.
It's very cool, and it's very cool to see how successful you've become at such a young age.
Yeah. I also want to like say to the young fencers,
That's your
that-
camera.
okay, here.
Yeah.
That we're saying all those things, but this doesn't mean that you have to be like a robot to achieve everything or like to isolate yourself from everything in life. Yes, to have like a big great goal is something great and something good to have like a purpose in life you want to achieve. But you should, it takes time to, as I said, to understand yourself, when to push, when to relax, and you should always have fun and many other things out of fencing, so you don't get stuck, you know, when stuff is not going good. And it took me a long time to understand this. Like maybe before, when I lose in competitions or practice didn't go good, I would like become sad, think about it a lot. Maybe it ruined my whole day. But as I said, it took time to understand and to how to enjoy the process and how to enjoy where am I now. And you know, so you don't have to be this or this. You kind of have to find in the between, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's a great message. And I mean, for you figured it out at a much younger age than other people.
Maybe it will be harder in the future also. Maybe no, and I believe that maybe what's working out for me now maybe will change in a year. But one thing I told you, I'm open to adapt.
Yeah.
I'm really open to adapt in every situation of the changes. And I know that whatever the situation is, I find my way out, you know?
Yeah, I think that's very key. It involves trusting yourself. And like you said, like for you, it clicked. You're 23, and a lot of these things have clicked already, and it's great. But someone else, they might need to be more patient. For them, it'll be 35, 28.
Yeah.
For other people, maybe it'll happen earlier,
Yeah.
at 15.
And what works always change,
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to adapt, you know?
I love it. All right.
All right. We're coming to the end of the podcast now.
Okay.
So we have one final segment.
Okay.
We call it One Light Answers.
Okay.
And as you know very well, you need to be focused, you need to be decisive, and you need to have conviction to put on one light.
Let's get the
instead of
super
two.
mo for this.
Yeah,
Okay,
there we go.
Oh, we didn't even get to talk. Okay. After this,
After
I
this.
have one other question.
Okay, we'll do it. But we're gonna rapid fire ask you some questions. Whatever pops into your head, we'd love to hear it.
Okay, one word.
No, just
Oh,
the
no,
first
the
answer.
first
It's
answer,
not
okay.
one word.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Take it away, Ari.
Who are your two favorite fencers?
I have to be faster. My favorite fencers.
Hard.
Can I say I don't have? Really?
Well,
'Cause
then
also
you have to explain why. You don't have to do anything, honestly. You're a volunteer here. You didn't sign any contract, but
maybe as we mentioned earlier in this podcast that I said Burrell achieved a lot. He have the consistency along his ages, along his when he beat me in the Olympics. I guess he was 37 years old.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's something I admired at his age, and he's performing the way he's doing. And it's not like a one thing. No, it's every World Cup. So this one thing I like, the consistency. But as a favorite fencer, I really don't have a favorite fencer.
What's the best city you've been to?
Can I ask you guys who's your favorite fencers?
Yeah, mine
Yeah.
changes all the time. I think the answers that I gave were, did I say Wang Lei and Ruben?
No, what
Lombardo?
about right
Yeah.
now?
Right now,
Yeah.
to watch?
No, your favorite fencer.
Right now, to watch, my favorite two fencers are, I love watching you win, man. It's too fun. And honestly, as of very lately, just because it's been more and more exciting to watch, Galassi.
Yeah.
Galassi.
He's so fun to watch. Yeah.
So for you, it's a Galassi?
He-
Galassi,
And
you love to
Supermo.
watch. Okay,
And Supermo.
For my favorite fencers today.
Maybe
on
your
the
fencer
circuit-
of all time.
Well, all time, Matteo Tagliafico and Jerome Genet. But my favorite on the circuit today, Yamada and Galassi.
Galassi's just so fun.
Yeah,
to
you
watch.
like the flicks a lot.
I
huh?
like the flicks.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
I like
yeah.
them.
He's
Galassi's
flicking from like
fencing-
this angle.
Yeah.
He's like fully on the side.
Yeah.
Is-
I fenced him once last year,
Which?
a Galassi.
Galassi.
And I was like, I think I could have done some stuff better, but like,
Was it like day two?
no, day one.
one.
I was like, but he turned sideways and
Yeah, yeah.
flicked me like
No, yeah,
this.
yeah, I
and
know.
I don't
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
want to, you got it. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. He's like, I don't,
Okay.
keep this guy away from me.
Okay, next question.
Yeah. Sorry.
We went on this for
Yeah.
too long. What's the best city you've been to for fencing?
For fencing?
Yeah.
Can I say like a camp?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's
yeah.
For me,
you
yeah,
went
that
to a
was for
place.
fencing.
Formia, Italy.
Yeah.
I love it.
Which part of Italy, sorry?
Formia. The city
Formia?
is called Formia. So we go there every year before it's either the Olympic Games or the World Championships, and I love it.
Yeah.
I
Sunny,
love it.
beautiful.
It's like
Is it coastal or is it?
Yes.
Oh.
So you have the Olympic Center. Maybe I will send you a picture or videos to put it. You have the Olympic Center with everything like fencing hall, field, everything. Then beach and sea. So we love it.
So you just fence and then you go and
on
relax.
the beach. Then you
Oh.
come back fence again. You eat. You go to the
That's
beach.
the life,
you know.
man.
At night we go out. La la la. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Perfect.
A lot of smiling, probably. A lot of sunlight.
So
How
Formia,
could you
Italy.
frown? How could you frown at that?
Yeah. No, that's true. That would be
Yeah.
my favorite answer too, honestly. Take me there.
I think it's me, Mahmoud, Mohsen, everyone's favorite place to just go fence.
Okay, so if they come to the podcast, we won't even ask them that question. We'll just go to the next
Like,
one.
do you have any pictures of Formia? Can you show
Yeah,
us,
I'll
please?
send you guys. I'll
Yeah.
send you.
So, next question. Do you have anything in your equipment bag that shouldn't be there?
Like, no, maybe my ping pong.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
No,
That's
really,
good.
even in the competition day, it's in my bag.
That's so fun. Just in case there's a
If
table.
I found like a table, maybe I'll go warm up ping pong. Really?
That's awesome.
Yeah. My second favorite city is Sharjah in UAE.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. The
Because
fencing.
they have a lot of ping pong or something?
They have actually a lot of ping pong, but the fencing rooms there is amazing.
Okay.
It's so advanced. The most advanced fencing hall I've ever been.
Wireless or?
No, cords, but it's so advanced. The whole facilities, everything.
Okay.
I'm gonna put. I did also a YouTube channel. I'm gonna post a video about it.
Okay, good.
Perfect.
But it's so good. Like this, my favorite fencing hall, but my favorite city is Formia.
Okay.
Nice. I like
Good to know.
Who would win in a fight Mo or Super Mo?
In a fencing,
Fight. Fist fight.
Super Mo for sure.
I
No
like that.
chance,
I
no
like
chance for me.
that. Who is the hardest bout that you ever fenced? This is the most challenging match.
Skip.
Hey, you can't give it
Ooh,
up. I
can't
like
get
it. I
up.
like it. I like
Can't
it.
let him know. Which El-Sayed brother right now would win in? I'm trying to pick a sport that like is.
Oh, we always do sports again.
yeah.
We do everything against
Who's the
each
best
other.
at ping pong?
Me.
Who would win
Really?
right now in a javelin throw?
Ooh. I think me. I think I have a
Nice little rotation.
Yeah, better than Mahmoud.
Okay,
No.
who can run the fastest?
Come on.
I
No.
think me also.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was
Um,
trying to think of something that's like.
Okay, what
We
about
always play chess. Always,
Okay,
even
who
Oh,
in
wins
who's good at
chess?
chess? Yeah.
I beat Mahmoud.
Oh my god.
But Ahmed beats me sometimes.
Okay. Big bro stepping in.
Yeah.
What about dad? Does dad play chess?
My mom.
Yeah?
That's why we play. My mom played chess a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be you
If
guys.
you see me, like my screen time, like I don't spend much time on my phone, but my chess time, like it's not that much, but maybe 1 hour and a half, 1 hour.
That's a lot. That's more than my chess time right now. I like that.
We do everything against each other, like PlayStation, running, swimming, soccer.
Which one are you the worst at? Like what
Me.
Of the brothers, is there anything that you rank third in?
I used to be ranked third in FIFA
Okay.
before,
But then you practice.
but I don't think it's now. But that's long time. Maybe that's 10 years ago when we
Yeah.
were all in the same
Yeah.
house together
Yeah.
before every person
So
goes to
maybe
the
you'll play
university.
again.
Yeah. But now, I don't think about something now. I can't.
Okay. But we get it. When Supermo turns
No, I don't want to
turns the
sound like
batteries on, it's hard to compete.
You know,
with
if your
Supermo.
brothers think of a category that you're third in, they can comment on this
Yeah,
YouTube
please,
video and let
'cause I wanna
everyone
know. I wanna know.
Yeah,
also.
Ahmed and Mahmoud, if there's anything that you're better than Supermo at,
No, you said any sport, not anything. Anything.
anything, comment on this video.
Oh my God, anything.
all of it.
That's hard.
Okay. Do you have anything
What if they can't come up with anything? What if they're like, actually, yeah, no, he's,
No, I really,
he's
I
one
really
or
wanna
two
know
everything.
also. I really want to know. Maybe Jana. Jana should say, our sister.
Yeah.
She's like, you know.
Okay.
She's
okay.
gonna
Fair
be.
judge.
So,
Yeah.
All right.
Jana, let us know. Is there anything that Mo is not ranked first in the family?
Okay, please.
I
But
love it.
yeah, I'm out of those questions. Final question for our rapid fire piece.
Uh-huh.
What is your favorite piece of Prior equipment?
I used the glove long time ago. I think the lizard glove,
Yeah.
the kind of
Yeah.
beige one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really. Yeah. I used it before.
But you're an
It's-
absolute guy.
I am Absolute team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I love Absolute. I love
Yeah, I
Gary.
understand.
You know.
Yeah, I
No, actually, Gary and Absolute are like giving me all the support I need.
Let's talk about Supermo.
Yeah.
So, in sports, in many cases, you have elite athletes who have an alter ego that gets activated when they're on the field, when they're playing their sport, and when they need to lock in. Because off the fencing strip, you're quiet, you're calm, you don't spend a lot of time on your phone, you like spending time with friends, whatever, it's playing, all this stuff. But when it's time to compete for anything, this character, this person, this alter ego comes out. Supermo. Supermo loves the lights. Supermo loves cameras. Supermo loves scoring the touch. Supermo loves the celebration. So we don't see that so often in our sport where someone has a full alter ego. And I guess if you're comfortable talking about it, how old were you when you started to create Supermo, and how do you get into the zone for Supermo? Because you really take Mo and you leave him in the hall, and then you bring Supermo to the strip, and that's a very special thing. It's something that, again, you see a lot of top athletes are doing it, but in fencing you don't see it enough, maybe. So if you're willing to share a little bit about Supermo.
Yeah. I even asked myself one time, when did I even start like calling myself Supermo?
Yeah.
Then one time I saw memory on my Instagram story from I think 2021 or maybe 2020. that I wrote #Supermo. Then I said, oh, it's long time ago. It's been 6 years. But maybe it started at that COVID time when I was not doing anything except like, I didn't even have social media. I started on social media on my Instagram, where my profile in 2021, maybe after COVID. So I didn't have anything, just maybe YouTube during COVID, practice. Because this was really the shift of my career. That's when Supermo started to start. As I said at the beginning of the podcast, it changed me mentally and physically, you know. Physically a lot, because if you see me before COVID, a lot. Yeah, so skinny. And it affected me. Like, I remember fencing in the World Championship. Maybe I have good technique, but my physical performance is so bad. Even if my physical performance as breathing is good, but the people hit my blades, the people do whatever they do in the strip, I'm not capable of like being on the same level as them. So it changed me mentally, you know, physically. Then started going mentally slowly, you know. So when it goes to competition, it's super mom, you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Where else?
By time it started like to grow, you know. Then when I came here, my friends in school started calling me Supermo, then started, you know, more and more. Then I changed my name on Instagram to Supermo, then became Supermo. Then my mask, my blade,
I mean, it's good. You become the alter ego. It's like a full. It's a psychological thing.
It's a brand also. Now.
It becomes a brand. But you put on strip. You even said it. You're like, this is warm up. We're playing. We're having fun. But out there, it's Supermo because you're focusing on a totally different. You're like, this is the guy who's going.
This is like what it matters. You know.
Yeah.
This is a match that actually matters. You know?
So my question for you is: do you use Supermo in any other parts of your life? Like for a test at school,
doing laundry.
You're like, all right, Supermo, let's go.
No. Maybe I use it on my travel days, my visa process. Other than this, no. I'm just Mo. Just Mohamed.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone should have like a match mood, you know, like the competition mood, you know. Sometimes I feel it in my body also. Sometimes maybe you notice like. But you should have like this another personality that you're ready to fight, you know?
I've been thinking about this a lot. I
think I'm going to get one going.
I talked to my fiance. I came back from the tournament and our conversation from warm up, you know, I didn't care if you're faster in the tournament or whatever. That part I don't care about. That part I'm like, yeah, of course. He's an amazing athlete. He wants to fight for the actual bout. Like, that makes sense. But when you said it, even the way you said it, you said, yeah, this is training. That's Supermo over there. Like, you know, you didn't fence Supermo. And I was like, holy crap. Like, you know, this is so important to psychologically, like, really, like, prepare for the fight.
No, yeah.
And 100%. I came home and talked to my fiance about it. I said, so what should we call me? She was like, we're just making so many evil jokes about me, like about eating too much food, about like all this stuff. Like, but anyways,
maybe I'll make 2.
I'm not joking, Mo. You might have.
So give me a nickname. That's my question for you. If you're gonna put a nickname for you, what's it gonna be?
No, I think it's better to ask you because you came up with one that stuck. So if you had to come up with a nickname for me.
No, you have to give like I give it out for you, so it's not coming from you. You know.
The Destroyer.
No.
Okay. Let me think. Okay, Steven, you go for you.
Okay. No. See, I think I want to get a training one going and like a competition one.
Oh, too complicated.
But the training one, I want him to, you know, he's got to eat the shit. So I want to call him like the lackey or something. Like something pretty.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's putting yourself down.
And
No, okay. So for me.
No. He knows his job. He's got to do it.
The mayor.
The mayor. You are the mayor.
MAYOR. You know the mayor of the city?
Yeah, but no. This is a bad idea. Because the reason you are the mayor is because you talk to everybody in the freaking venue, dude. If you embody the mayor, you aren't going to be focused on competing.
But at a certain point, if I do that, if you just fully accept like, oh yeah, I'm that guy. No?
Well, that's like saying like, oh, if I just do a bunch of drugs, I won't get addicted. Like you need to focus, you need to focus on the competition.
So let's.
You have to be humble. Also.
No, that's true. So I'm trying to think of like a.
Not on the strip.
Okay. Final try,
All right.
and then if this doesn't work, we'll go back to the drawing board. All right.
We'll have nicknames by next week.
Yeah, I should put a nickname for him in the comments.
Yeah, drop it in the comments.
Yeah. If you have a better
It's always
nickname than
alter
any of
ego.
these, please drop this in the comments. But I think my final option right now would be the wisdom.
Be humble.
Dude, how do I be humble when I'm trying to
the wisest.
I'm trying to create a champion character here, Steven. And I feel like I've been on the circuit for a while. I'm
I think
older.
that the wisdom idea, once you say it, it comes with an old age right away, right?
Yeah, because I'm older, right?
You're not, how old are you?
Older than you.
Okay.
29. Not that old. Okay. Well, we'll leave it to
Back
you
to the
guys.
drawing board.
We're
not letting you get
if
away with
Steven and
that.
I come up with something better, we'll
drop it on the
definitely
next
let you
episode.
guys know. But until then, it's up to the followers and the listeners to come up with something either so evil or so awesome that I have to use it. So thank you guys. And
I
that's a
just thought-
great exercise. Yeah.
I had an
Okay.
evil one for me. I'm not gonna say that out loud.
Yeah.
Anyway, regular Mo. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and be on the podcast. It's been a pleasure to learn more about you, learn about your story, and really sort of get into your mind of how you put on the shows that you put on. And it's been incredible to watch you over the last, years, but especially the last few seasons, seeing you come into your own and be such a strong competitor and such an amazing athlete. And it is truly inspiring to watch. I hope to be on the strip against Mr. Supermo in the near future. And it would just, because it's a pleasure to compete against great athletes like you. So yeah, best of luck with everything.
Thank you.
And thank you again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like Steven said, it's been awesome to see you raise the bar for success for young athletes. You're only 23.
Especially in my country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many Egyptian fencers, but probably people who don't fence in Egypt too are watching and seeing you succeed. You and El Gendi just set the bar very high. And you're doing it in the US too, because now you're in the US. You're fencing NCAA stuff. People watch, people see your consistency, your dominance, and it's cool. And it's awesome to see, again, how humble you are off the strip.
Thank you.
And just to be able to have nice, relaxing conversations with you. It's awesome to see why you're so successful and praying for more success in the future, man. Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Thank you guys for having me.
Hopefully everyone that's listening is more inspired than we are even. So that's the goal. And see you next time.
Yeah. Okay.
You want to do some ads?
I could do an ad.
See, I'm not that suave of a guy. But when I'm wearing my Prieur mask, I sure do feel like one. By Prieur USA.
Get grippy with Edge.